couldn't make mistakes, so if you didn't make something like that looked like a diamond straight up, you'd either screw it up or stick it in a drawer and hope no one ever found it. Anyway, that was my impetus for starting this thing. So I've got to finish something. On my right, you a complete piece of steaming shite, but I'm writing you something that I think has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So, and each day we do it. And then tomorrow I'll start again. So today is day 166. Writing a new piece every day. Now there's a thing that about doing a thing, like whether it's a drawing or a piece of music or whether you write children's books or whatever you do, everything has, shall we say, a beginning, a middle, and an end. And most good stories start in the middle. Like if you think about, say, I think about Star Wars, obvious example, right? It starts with a chase. So you're in the middle of a story, oh, this is exciting, what happened before this? So then you're engaged in somehow trying to unpick it and find out what happened. So I've got to start every day over here on the piano doing something. I've got to begin something, but somehow start in the middle. And I know what I'm going to do anyway. So I have this thing called a tone row. It's a little system I've developed where every letter of the alphabet has an assigned note. So if I take a word, like word, W-O-R-D, or your name, sir, or anyone, every letter of your name has an assigned note. Now, if your name was Peter, and I wrote the melody for Peter, it's not meant to sound like Peter or represent Peter, but it's just this place for me to start. So today, I thought about my good friend, my old high school friend. His dad's not well, so I use his surname, which is Archer. So I use that name as to get the notes. And normally, the notes might be random, but they give me a place to go. So I got some notes today, and the notes are these. It's very consonant, isn't it? They were the notes that were given to me by the name Archer. Not meant to sound like him or represent him, but they're just a place to start. The trouble is with those notes, in my mind, if you go all kind of traditional on your ass, you get this. That sounds like a fucking Christmas carol. It actually sounds like the end. It sounds like the end of something. So I spent the first hour trying to start with an ending before I figured out, it's an ending. That's no good. I've got to get to that point, not start with it. So I wasted the first hour. So I found today really, really hard. So I just threw lots of notes at the page thinking, they'll be impressed by notes. I have no idea what they sound like. And I actually don't know what they sound like until these musicians, Miranda, Ambra, Anna and Sophie, play them. So, round of applause. Okay, so we're going to start to play through it. Now, we can't yet play it, despite how magnificent Miranda, Ambra, Anna and Sophie are. We won't play it all the way through. If we did it, it'd sound like you'd go, yeah, Christmas carols are better than that. So we'll try our best to bolt it together. This is called a rehearsal, ladies and gentlemen. So stick with us. I'll keep the microphone on. I'll talk to the musicians. I'll talk to me. You'll probably hear us chat. Ask if you don't understand something, and you'll hear us bolt it together over a few minutes. Day 166. Here we go. Hello. Okay, I'm unconvinced about everything before B. I just think I did that before I must have needed to go to the toilet or something. I just threw notes at the page. I don't know what to like, so anyway, we'll give it a go, and then from B, everyone starts doing rhythmic stuff. All right, everyone except Viola comes on beat 4 of the first bar. 1, 2, 3. Going well so far? I just read that for the first time. Amazing. Alright, so now I have a sense and you have a sense of how it goes. I didn't think it would sound like that. That's much better than I imagined. That's much better. That first, it was actually kind of good. Adequate. Okay, any questions about what we just did? Go.
Does something change a B or same time tempo?
To change tempo, change a B?
Yeah, faster.
Bit faster, yeah. We'll go up just a notch. Yep.
And you slow down slightly before that.
There was a bit of a natural rit. Retardando, slow down. Go again, that's what it means. Retardando. Now, is retardando going to get quiet as well or just slow down? Ritenuto. Try both. All right. Should we just give that a go again? Yeah. Okay. 2, 3. It's the viola with the solo. Viola. Cello. Now it's just viola. Hold there. Let's make that. Yeah. Like that again. So long, short. Tie the quavers. Yeah.
Or do you want to slow it or?
So the last two quavers are slow to the tie, or the staccato on the half quaver. From letter A. 2, 3. Here's B. That was nice. Can I ask, in the, right, was that the clever bugger? At 2 before H, we have pits, and so maybe bring the viola come down, so you to let the pits of the second violin come through. Come to piano, please.
Viola's sort of got melody, like.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. There's division. There's derision in the group. The viola has the melody, violins are shitty.
Do you want to
Bring it back to let the viola, or maybe just the viola should be louder.
I could be, well, a little bit more, yeah.
Yeah, who says viola should be louder? Yeah, go viola. This is Anna. Who knows the difference? Who does not know the difference between a violin and a viola? How many people say viola and you got no idea what I'm talking about? Okay, so hand up, there you go. See, it's just a bit bigger. So it has one lower string.
Not necessarily.
Okay, so it's got a kind of a darker tone. I think it was like an angry, sad violin. The instrument, not Anna. Rude. All right, that was nice. Let's go. Where do we get to? I. Let's go, therefore, from G, please. From letter G.
It's going into I.
Going into I, yeah.
Not before I put a piano written, and then at I put a piano written. Did you want a crescendo? And then it's.
Yes, crescendo up into I. Thank you.
B2 or
Yes, please. So you will start piano, 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 mezzo piano, because you're picked up you? No, you're not. Piano. You mezzo piano, and then everyone up to forte at I, then back down to piano at I. So piano in musical terms means soft. Piano is soft, and forte is loud. It's a strange thing because when the piano was first invented, when this instrument was called a pianoforte, which, you know, in the translation means soft loud. That is the dumbest name for an instrument I've ever heard. I play the soft loud. Let's go from the G, please. Do, E. Oh, there we go. So in that 2/4 bar after G, it's violin and cello rhythmically together. Go from G again. To E. Hold there, and the last bar before L is just cello. The bar, which is 50, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 3/4 bar, should be crescendo and a decrescendo on that crotchet, please. 50, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With the 3/4 bar, there should be a decrescendo on that crotchet.
Same as 66.
Yeah. That's it. And think of from I as second violin. Second violin, come out, please, above boast. Second violin has the melody. Okay? From H then, please. H. Does anyone have any questions? Please ask a question if you don't know what we're doing. If you're curious, I'll come back to you in a second. If you have anything you want to know or don't understand, please ask. Anyone? Hello, balcony people. Nothing? Okay. Let me know if you have a question. Oh, is there a question? Sorry. Do I have the same instruments was a question. It's always a string quartet, but the musicians do rotate, but it's always a string quartet. Actually no, sometimes it's a quintet. I'll have a double bass in soon, so it's a quintet, but it's always a quartet to try and, that's the idea of the madness of this whole thing, is to try and make it fresh every day. That's it. That's what a string quartet is. Yep, that's it. Always the same. Try and make it different every day. All right, from, is that H? Yes. 2, 3. More second. Right. Thank you. So now we've stuck it all together. I'll ask the musicians if they have any questions before so we can make more notes. The reason why we write lots of notes is because there's lots of cues about who's doing what together and they make notes so as I know where to look. Because I shouldn't be here. String quartets don't need a conductor, only when they're learning it. And then I'm out there. And it's fast, slow, quiet, loud, who's with who, pencils, annotations is important. So, I'll ask them, before I ask any questions, have you got any? No? Yes? I beg your pardon? Do I find that I repeat myself? Yeah. Well, there are only so many notes. There are 12 notes in our scale, in the scale that I know. And potentially, yes, I do. I don't think I've repeated a melody yet. Have I? No one said. No. They're all online, so you can check for yourself if you like. Yeah, Jurassic Park, you lie, I don't know. But yes, I do repeat tropes, things, little textural things that I like, using various techniques of harmonics or whatever. But I suppose any composer does, because I'm me, I'm not all of you, so I can only compose to the things that I like, I suppose, the things that make me happy. I think for most, I'm going to be bold here and say most artists, but certainly most composers that I know, you remember the moment where you heard something and went, yeah, oh my God, music, oh, I love it, I'm doing that forever. Or maybe it's drawing, where you drew something and went, oh, I could do that. That exceptional moment where you just went, that's amazing, I get that. You'll remember something like that. I think we still chase that same moment, no matter how old and how developed you are. So I still go for some of those big, fat, kind of low piano, ninth, lovely warm chords that I liked when I was a kid. I still chase those, and every day I have to go, no, Dean, you're not 9 years old anymore. Be better. Be a grown-up. Make something dissonant or something else. So essentially, if I left to my own devices, I probably would repeat the shit out of myself. But I have to be kind of on task to make sure that I don't. Yeah, good question. Did we have any questions?
Articulationary things.
Yes. B? Oh, yes.
So, short there or?
Now that line repeats itself a few times, doesn't it? Yeah. So you've got, yes, it's first and second violin have the same.
Umbra's got.
Yeah, not when you do that line together, not too short. Not too short.
You've got the E as a staccato, so
So the C would be longer than the E. Yes. And so, which means that you're, because I haven't given you, there's a staccato on beginning beat 2, but not for you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense? Staccato means short and detached. Staccato, just. All right.
At the end,
At the end.
we seem to slow down quite a way.
Yeah, we did seem to slow down. It was
It was interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. We don't have,
Unusual.
no, I don't think
No,
so.
I don't
It needs to
think
slow,
it's
doesn't need to slow down. I think what happens is I heard the ending and you're slowing down, I'm like, oh yeah, that's interesting, but it feels like it could continue, could like start again, it's a development. That's the thing with this 4 p.m. thing, I've only got so long to write something, it's always short, but yeah, I think it not slow down, not slow down. All right, so a couple of things, we're about to start, I'm going to play it a couple of times through. So you hear it once, and then we're through, you might then want to drift off and see something else, that's fine. Thank you very much. We'll play it again though, you'll hear it settle as we all get to know it more. If you want to hear it, listen to it again with all of my chat, including me waving at my mum. There's a camera here, I'm doing a live stream. Dean Stevenson music on YouTube, you can get that every day, all 166 days are there. There's a mailing list here to find out about the future of the project. And of the first 150, we went into a studio and recorded some, and there is now 16 tracks recorded properly without you noisy buggers in the background. So you can also come and get a download from me when we've finished playing it through. Thank you very much. Here we go. Thank you, Miranda, Umbra, Anna and Sophie. Extraordinary, just did that off the page. Amazing, there you go. So do you have any sense of where it put you? What did you imagine? No? Any more questions before we play it again? We'll give it another, yes, a question. Oh, since 4 p.m. How long, since we're about 4 or 5 years old or something? 8? How long have you been playing? 3. Yeah. Yeah. It's in their bones, I expect. Yeah. We'll play it through one more time, and then if anyone wants to come and grab a purchase or download of those finely recorded quartet pieces from the first 150, I will see you then. But do you need me still for this? No. Great. I'm not even going to stay here. They're going to do it themselves now. That's how awesome they are.
So we'll recollect at L.
Okay.
L seems to be where it goes back to where you first
Yeah,
talked
sure.
about.
And who's got the first? You have the first beat at L.
Yeah,
And you have the first beat at B.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we've got
Further
L.
down.
We've got the B's.
Okay.
Like, yeah. But L's, so it's not too confusing. You're on.
Yeah, sure.
You in? From the start?
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Open your cupboards, open your drawers, get that stuff out and finish it. My name is Dean Stevenson. It's been a pleasure. And these musicians are incredible. Randa, Ambra, Anna, and Sophie. Thank you very, 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 very much. Come and get some recordings if you like. Have a safe and happy New Year. Thank you.